That wave, she was able to go into that next maneuver there and then just pushes it too hard on the second turn.
Sarah answering back on her backhand as well. It's a little hung up on that first turn, but manages to stick the second one. And she's gonna have an eye on this inside section. Nice and patient. She comes through and she's gonna try and regain that speed, drives off the bottom, and does
see what happens. I mean, it is tough when you're heading towards that pier. Right there, she wanted to whip that board around and she wasn't able to, but that turn there was nice. Good flow through the maneuver. Not super difficult. And then the work to the inside, she's getting there, and then the fall is just a bummer. If she puts this maneuver down.
45 seconds on the clock. Last chance for Sarah. Up and riding on her forehand. Great smooth turn to start off with. She's gonna just stick with this and hope for that little reform on the inside, and there we go. Nice smooth S turns to make that transition.
Oh no.
Oh, and that wave lets her down. That's such a frustrating moment.
It really is.
Opening ride.
Nice tag on the outside. You can see how fast this surfer is. Not only did it go vertical, but he actually got momentum out of it, which means he pushed on the tail, released his fins. You can see his back foot so close to that front foot, finally opening it up again. That stance ready to go top to bottom 1/3 time. So it is going to. Shun Murakami is looking at this ride. He's taking off, Chris.
Shun's going to fade right away from the pier, setting things up out the back. No room for anything major on the outside section. So he's going to have to rely on what happens in this tricky shore break. Beyond vertical on the backside whip for Shun Murakami.
On their backhand. Now having a look at Shun's last ride, you can see that it really didn't have the sections that Jake's wave had on the outside. He just nursed this board all the way to the inside and then hits an incoming left. Perez hanging out with him, giving him bits of information as we see Shun having a look at this ride.
Here we go, Shun Murakami. He's trying to fight for a 7-3-4. It does work. On the outside, there you see Jake looking in, studying what's going to happen. Shun Murakami will make the transition. Now he's got to figure it out with speed to burn, up and into the lip. Rides out clean.
Two big turns, Chris. Let's have a look. Always eyeing the section. Big turn, disappears.
Pretty critical.
A bit of drama on the outside. Not an easy maneuver to pull off. Jake obviously having a look to see if his competitor is going to connect. And he does. Now this inside section was meaty, difficult. Kind of floated above that lip line for a second. Shun having a look at this one.
5-8-0.
And more good news is that now he has priority. Jake Marshall took off on a wave. Shun having a look at this one. Needs a relatively good score, Chris.
Yeah, he needs a 5-8-8. He's going to use his priority right away. Jake will be headed back out.
Ooh.
As Shun gets a kind of mid-wave bonus. In a rare section there. Now he's just setting things up towards the inside, building speed. Shows his fins to the judges. Comes out complete.
Shun's wave was a little bit flatter, but the interesting thing about that is that there was no downtime. He did a carve, and then he actually connected with that foam on that second maneuver. Did another backside foam climb on this occasion, and connects all the way to the inside. So as far as flow goes, Chris, a lot of flow on that wave. Just
the replay of the opener. This was a 7.5 for Kanoa Igarashi.
Just look how zesty it is. Like the drift of the fins, very controlled. It's always right underneath his feet. This board has a lot of curve under the front foot, what allows him to get that release so easily. Plus the styrofoam and carbon reaction is just super quick. In the shore break, same thing, just punches the fins. He's always got
work, and you're going to get pushed into those pilings. So that's really something to consider. Now, the other thing is the pilings actually create a weird kind of force field, deep water trench. It's almost like when you stand in front of the shoreline and you stand there for a few seconds, that water, as it recedes and comes back, it creates a giant hole.
Position, not a big wave, but that kind of move, judges' attention will be definitely focused on it. and then the inside as well. Carries the speed easily. Beautiful snap to close out finish. So the 2 turns.
Kate's mom in the competitors area. Watchful eye. Igarashi got away from him, surfing on the priority. Just might little throw it up there. And got to pet the cat out of there. And he does, right in front of the whitewater. Count that as complete. That was pretty dynamic on the outside. Let's see if he can stitch up some inside.
Yeah, more needs to be done in order to change the scores.
And a finish for
smaller wave, gets away, but I like the loft. Didn't quite rotate out of it as quickly as he probably would have liked, you know, so they'll take a note of that soiled landing. But he makes it to the inside and then gets the nice vertical hit for a finish. Watching it again. Yeah, right to Kanoa.
Kanoa Igarashi's going to grab this left. Looking down the line, throws it up, and a full rotation completion for Kanoa Igarashi. Nothing left after that.